He's the youngest killer in the organization. A girl faces a siege of vicious dogs. With a little stick in her hand, she shoots down all the dogs. The superiors see the girl's performance. Very pleased with her. They are manipulating girls' brains to make her more powerful. In the beginning, girls can just think, change an object into an arbitrary shape. Slowly, someone came at her with an arrow. A girl can easily fend off an attack even if she is blindfolded. Girls are growing up faster and faster. Until this evening, the girl killed the guard guarding her. She escaped. When I found out, I've got dozens of men on the hunt. They didn't find it. The girl ran all the way. Eventually she lost her strength and fainted. Just happened to be found by a farmer. The kind farmer called a doctor to treat the girl. Doctors said the girl suffered a brain injury. It may cause memory loss. The farmer and his wife looked at the girl only pity. Decided to adopt the girl. 10 years later, the girl has grown up. Sensible enough to go to town on her own. Buy some cheap feed. Drove back to the farm in a pickup truck. Helped my foster dad with some farm work. Her adoptive mother has Alzheimer's disease. Less well-off families suffer worse. The girl looked at her parents' financial pressure so great. She had a secret she was afraid to tell. Her head aches for no reason. A pain on the pain she tore heart crack lung. He didn't go to the doctor because the family had no money. But this day Bestie appeared. Her best friend recommended one for the girl. A talent show called A Star is Born. The prize money is 500 million. Thinking about making money. Girls just join in. She sang a song at the audition. The host also asked the girl what special talent. The girl had to say she had a little magic trick. She made the microphone out of thin air, floating in the air. It's entertaining. When the grades come out, the girl got the highest score in the area. Got a direct ticket to the next game. They were very happy. They took a train to Seoul. And what they don't know is, the girl made a public appearance. She is also seen by Dr. Bai, who has been searching for her for years. She immediately sent for the girl. A strange man suddenly sat down opposite the girl on the train. The girl was stuck. The weirdo thought the girl was faking amnesia. Suddenly he slapped his hand. Almost hit the girl in the face. The girl was shocked and cried on the spot. It's a perfectly normal reaction to look at a girl. The strange man is a little surprised. Think she really amnesia. The girl's best friend called the weirdo crazy. Get the attention of the people on the train. The eccentric had to stand up. Let the girl go for now. But don't think the danger is over. Girl came to Seoul for the talent show. Thanks to her excellent voice, she made it through again. Make it to the top 16 in the country. She was going home after the show. Just then her headache began again. She remembered that the doctor had said she had a terminal disease. Only a few months left to life. Now a nosebleed is a sign of a worsening condition. After coming out of the toilet, the girl pretends to take a taxi home with her friend. But ahead came several black cars. Several men in black suits came down. The leader handed a card to the girl. Said he'd seen her perform. Wanted to ask her to go with him. The girlfriend felt bad. Quickly pulled the girl aside. Got into another cab and took off. In the evening, the girl who came home lay down in bed to sleep. But the headache began to strike again. Halfway through the pain, the girl heard the footsteps of a stranger breaking into her house. She rushed out of the room with a gun to her head. It was the same men in black suits. Asked the intruder, "Are you the magic girl?" The girl said she wasn't. She begged them to leave her alone. They grabbed the girl's best friend. Put a knife to her neck. Trying to blackmail the girl. See the girl deny it. They want to shoot. Just then she changed her eyes. That's when the girl killed everyone. But right after the murder, the girl seemed normal again. He dropped his gun in fear. Looked back at friends. Her face was written with horror and shock. This whole thing is a nightmare for her. The girl didn't know what was going on. Then a man came down. It was the mysterious freak. He said to the girl's best friend, grinning, "She's either at home doing farm work or playing with you. Never learn, but the grade is the first." Why is that? Because she's the one whose brain was altered. Say that finish. The strange man asked the girl to follow him back to the headquarters. If the girl doesn't do it, he killed her parents and her best friend. For the safety of those around you. And to find out who he was. The girl had to obey. Soon the girl was taken to the lab. His hands were tied to a chair. A voice came from the room. It was Dr. Bai talking in the control room. She's the one who transformed the girl. Under her command, the man next to him took out a needle and thrust it into the girl's neck. The girl's memories began to emerge. It's a group of killers. They do a medical check on anyone they bring in. And then it's graded. And finally by modifying the brain cells, turn them into metahumans. Train them to be emotionless killing machines. The girl has a grade. It's in the strongest bracket. Not wanting to be controlled, she broke out of the organization. But he was recaptured 10 years later. Dr. Bai said to her, "You may have the best powers of all. But at the same time, your brain is getting chewed up. Death occurs after a certain amount of pain. But I've solved that problem now." Then Dr. Bai made a gesture. The man next to the girl pulled out a needle. straight into the girl's neck. The shot activated the brain cells in her body. Let her use her powers at will. But she has to get a shot every other month, or she will die. Dr. Bai had a perfect plan in mind to keep the girl in check. Unexpected. The shot girl's eyes suddenly filled with murder. Dr. Bai doesn't know what to do yet. The girl with an idea. All the equipment in the lab was destroyed in an instant. The boys just tried to arrest him and the girl disappeared. And the next, they're dead. The girl pointed the gun at the wall. She knew Dr. Bai was behind the wall. Fired multiple rounds in a row but couldn't get through a bulletproof wall. Dr. Bai was frightened. Commanded to exhale hypnotic gas. The girl was very calm. Hit the overhead sprinklers with the gun. Dr. Bai quickly ordered the hypnotic gas to be turned off. After the smoke clears, the girl disappeared from the lab. Suddenly there was a hole in the ceiling. Dr. Bai was astonished. The girl slowly descended from behind Dr. White. Point the gun at Dr. Bai. Yes, from beginning to end, the girl's disappointment is all fake. Since the girl knew she was dying, she decided to start searching for Dr. Bai. Yuti, how can I find it? So she took a different approach to getting on the show. To display their powers in the form of magic. When she saw that freak, when you find her one after another, she was sure that Dr. Bai had taken the bait. Now it's a done deal. The girl shot Dr. Bai in the foot. He dragged her out of the lab. Suddenly a man burst in. Here comes the freak. The girl didn't take much notice. Patting the dust of the body with a slight mocking said, "Isn't that what you said?" The weirdo is contemptuous. When he was at the base of the heroin hit half disabled. But this time is different. He has become super strong. She smiled and said, "No difference." The weirdo got angry and began to fight back. Each punch punched a big hole in the wall. But every punch is easily avoided by the heroine. She caught him. Go up and slap him like an insult. The crank fights back and gets slapped twice. The strange man grabbed her right hand and twisted him. And she pressed the wall like crazy attack. She can only use her left hand to avoid all attacks. The weirdo was beaten back again. She calmly helped his right hand force a revolute joint to reset the bone inside. The whole time without raising an eyebrow. The strange man still refused to accept his fate. Then she got the gun on the ground through the idea. The strange man flitted across the room. Took an iron box as a cover and controlled it to hit the heroine. She moved the iron box. So far the winner has been decided. From the beginning to the end, she crushes all the way. Eventually Crank and Dr. Bai are killed by the girl. She returned to the laboratory. Took the remaining 6 vials. And slowly left the base, which was littered with body marks. She blew up this inhuman lab. Soon she came to the hospital. Find her father and her sick mother in bed. She put the medicine on the bed. Told her father to give it to her mother 8 times. Once a month. Then she'll find a way to save her mother. Then she went outside the hospital, saying goodbye to her best friend through the glass. She wants a normal life, too. Now for the safety of family and friends, she had to make the perilous journey alone. What kind of witch is not witch? Let's not forget that before she met those perverts. In the eyes of all, she's a little angel that everyone loves. The angel was forced to turn into a demon.